Good morning, everyone, and welcome to CVHP News. It is Friday, December 13th. We made it, everybody. I'm Sonora Scott. First up, here's a look at what we're working on today at KLST and KSAN. We're feeling the holiday cheer, and we'll be showing you some Christmas celebrations from around the area. Now to your news around town. CASA volunteers can change a child's life, and the Children's Advocacy Center is always in need of more. Armando Lozano shows you just how easy the process can be.
CASA volunteers bring the biggest blessing to a child's life. They become an advocate and also a friend.
CASA volunteers are members in the community who represent the best interests of abused or neglected children whose home is to be determined by a judge.
And they sometimes need an independent advocate to serve as just kind of their voice and their support.
Right now, 230 children need a CASA volunteer. Julie Holt became involved with the CASA program in 2018.
I pulled up the application and thought to myself, I won't have time to do this because I was raising kids myself.
Since then, she has represented 5 children.
I filled out the application and it is at the top of one of the best decisions I've ever made. And you have fabulous support with the CASA case managers, but you pick your own cases, so you're able to pick at any age.
On average, CASA volunteers give 10 to 15 hours a month to the children they advocate for.
They go to school meetings for the child. They go to doctor's appointments. They also do fun things with the children, make sure that they're not just in a lost state.
When I initially filled out the application, I was worried about the time that it would take because I do have a family of my own and I work a full-time job, and it's actually been the easiest process to maneuver through.
Volunteers walk alongside these children until they are placed in a permanent home.
Sometimes the case can be 4 months, sometimes a half a year, sometimes 2 years.
And develop strong relationships that can last a lifetime.
When they finally enter adulthood, they may have learned some lessons from this volunteer that changes their life.
Those interested in becoming a CASA volunteer must be 21 years of age and go through an interview and background check. The application can be found at the Children's Advocacy Center's website, and the process takes just about 2 weeks to complete.
We are having a training in January of 2020, and that will be our next class for CASA training. It is not very time consuming. It takes place in the evenings.
You go into it thinking you're going to help and change a child's life, and surprisingly and beautifully, they end up changing yours as well.
For News Connection, I'm Amanda Lozano.
Wesley Verdell was born in Brownwood and raised in Brady. After growing up in the heart of Texas, he joined the Air Force. It was when he moved back that he began thinking about running for a political position.
So I got out of the Air Force in 2008, and when I came back here, that's when we had our financial crisis for the U.S. And instead of kind of holding the people accountable that were making the poor financial statements that got us into it, government bailed them out.
He says his message to the public is simple. He's a what you see is what you get type of guy.
I would say I'm a working class man, not a politician. I don't pander. I tell people what I feel. And then what I really believe in is individualism and self-governance. I think that that's the best way for us to govern. But I think that it's the best thing we can do is have governance over ourselves. As long as we don't cause harm to someone else's life, liberty, or property, let us exist how we want to.
If he's elected, he says he has several goals in mind.
My goal would be to try to get other congressmen to help reduce the size of the federal government, to reduce our spending, to not fund programs that are inappropriate, to get rid of more socialist type ideology that the federal government's doing. So let's basically go in, shrink government. Let's look at how the government receives its money, how it spends its money, and let's make sure we're being appropriate in how we use that. So.
That was just a portion of our interview, and for those stories and more, you can go to our website, ConchoValleyHomepage.com. Now, let's check in with Jay Martin, who's got a look at the weather. Good morning, Jay.
Well, good morning, Sonora. I hope you're having a wonderful day out there because it is going to be nice and warm. I really don't know how to feel about these 70s, but it is going to be happening either way. 75 for highs today. Continuing to see the combination of upper atmosphere warm air and surface warm air as well. That's really what's going to be causing us to have, yes, very unseasonal-like conditions out there. So plenty of warm air coming in from Mexico into our area for the rest of the weekend, and then we'll start to see a little bit of cooler air. Finally, a cold front coming through Monday. That's going to be early, getting us some cooler temperatures back as we go into the rest of next week. But you have to get through this very warm weekend out there. We're going to be seeing some 77s Saturday, Sunday 79. Some of us actually seeing some 80s. Not very holiday-like out there, but maybe get out and do something festive to get yourself in the spirit before we see that dry cold front. No rain chances coming through, just cold temperatures. So we will see the December-like conditions come back after such a warm weekend.
All right, thanks, Jay. And now we are back with the beautiful, festive, fun, wonderful Linda Grace with Vitalant,
Good morning.
formerly United Blood Services.
That's right. We're still the same caring people, still the same life-saving mission. It's
Yes.
just, we have a name change, so
Yeah, that's all it
we're
is,
still
just
here.
a name change.
It's a name change. That's right. There'll be some other things coming down the road, but it's a name change right now. So, how wonderful is this for you guys in your new location
I
here in your new
know.
studio? This is great fun, and I love how y'all are changing things here with
Thank
bringing news to the
you.
Concho Valley.
Yes, you know, that's our goal. Y'all have your mission, we have ours. We want to
Absolutely.
inform everybody. And today we're informing them about your mission, the life-saving services.
Mission. Yes, that we have, with Vitalant, our sole mission and our sole goal in life is to make sure that blood is there and available when patients in our hospitals need it.
Yeah.
And we are the sole provider of blood and its products to these hospitals, and there is no substitute for human blood.
Yeah.
Somebody you know or love is there in one of the hospitals and they need blood, it can only come from you. Volunteer blood donors out there.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
That's kind of that's how it is.
Yeah. And hey, is there anybody out there that's on the naughty list this
Oh,
Christmas?
I know a few people actually.
Yeah.
Probably
Not me, of course, but there
no,
probably
not you.
are other people that
Yeah.
could be on that list. But if you are on that naughty list, I have a great way for you to get off of that
okay.
naughty list.
All right.
And all you have to do is donate blood. And
That's
folks,
it.
this is sanctioned by Santa Claus. And
Yes.
you'll actually get
You're
the
seeing it right
t-shirt.
here.
You'll get the t-shirt. You see it right there. You'll also get the t-shirt that verifies
I love that.
that you are off the naughty list because you
I
donated
just
blood.
love it. I love that so much.
So it's so much fun. And you know what? We have teamed up with Cano's Diamonds,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cano over there. He's probably one of the most generous men in this community as far as a business and giving back to our community. And we've teamed up with him for the Cano's Christmas Blood Drive. It starts on Monday the 16th, goes through Christmas Eve. And everyone who donates, whether you come into our donation center at 2020 West Beauregard, or you go onto one of the mobile blood drives, and we're going to talk about those because we have some pretty special mobile blood drives going on next week as well. You're going to walk away, number one, with a Chick-fil-A coupon. That's courtesy of our great Chick-fil-A folks here, too. They are so supportive of our life-saving mission and very generous to us and to our donors. But you're also going to have the chance to win this amazing ring that our hand model is showing you right now.
Did y'all catch that? I was wearing it the whole time.
That's right. Beautiful. And this is a 14 karat yellow gold and diamond fashion ring.
It's gorgeous.
4 karat synthetic Alexandrite. It is a $500 value. And this was donated by Connell's Diamonds. So everybody that donates gets in the drawing to win that. I just have to remember to get it off your finger when
I know.
leave.
I'm going to be like, okay, well,
It's mine.
have a great day.
Yeah, bye-bye. I might forget as soon as I leave, but I will remember where it is. We've got it on camera. So
it's just on loan. I'm just loaning it. Borrowing it.
So get off that naughty list. Get on the great list if you happen to win that ring. But the only way you can win that ring is come and donate blood starting on Monday through Christmas Eve. And, I want to talk, too, about why it's so important prior to the holidays, of course.
Oh,
You know, I mean, we've got Christmas coming up. We've got New Year's. So virtually it could be a 10-day, almost a 2-week window when people are actually off during that time and they're traveling and they're going to their parents, grandparents, or kids are coming to visit. And because of all of that traveling and there's more people out and about, sadly more accidents happen.
Yeah.
And when the accidents happen, the need for blood skyrockets. But also think about the fact that those folks are traveling. They're not donating blood, are they?
Yeah.
So you have almost a 10-day, 2-week period when a lot of people are not donating blood. And when you consider the fact that we consider an adequate supply of blood on hand to be 3 days, 10 days it will have a huge impact on that blood supply.
And it doesn't last forever. There is a shelf life there.
Absolutely. Each blood product, and when we say you can save up to 3 lives, that's because the blood is split into its components, which include red blood cells. They have a 42-day shelf life. Plasma, which has a 1-year shelf life because it can be frozen, and then platelets that have a 5-day shelf life. And those are used for cancer patients, heart surgeries. It's your clotting factor. So each product has a different shelf life, has to be stored differently. It's really quite an amazing dancing act that our folks in hospital services do to make sure that all those products are stored properly, that they get out where they need to go. So all of that is going on, and that's why it's so important that people actually come in now, and starting now up through Christmas, even through the holidays. If you're not going out of town and you're healthy, you only have to be at least 16 years old. Hey, 16 years old, weigh at least 110 pounds, and be in good health. Don't have a cold, don't be taking antibiotics, that type of thing. So it's so simple. So if during the holidays, if you can't do it before the holidays, please during the holidays, because I'm telling you for a fact, someone's life will depend on you making that choice and doing that. So
definitely, and it could even be a new Christmas tradition.
I think so. And you know what? Bring your kids.
Yeah.
We have lots of donors that come in, and they bring their teenagers. Like I said, you only have to be 16.
Yeah.
They're out of school for the holidays. Bring them with you. Introduce them to life-saving blood donation. I hear that over and over. I will see a young person in there, a 16, 17-year-old, what made you decide to donate? Well, my mom does, or my dad does. So I think parents sometimes forget that they can have an incredible influence, even when it comes to blood donation over their children as well. So bring them with you. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your relatives. Bring them all.
3, 6, 9, 12 lives that you could keep. Yeah.
Exactly. It is absolutely amazing. And here's the thing. We do have mobile blood drives going on next week. Tuesday, we have a big one. The Star Wars movie is premiering. Yes, it's premiering. And we're going to be at Icon Cinema on Tuesday from 4 to 9 for the Star Wars blood drive. And everybody that donates there is going to walk away with this absolutely, what I consider to be an amazing T-shirt.
Love that.
It is collectible. The only place you can get this T-shirt is by donating blood at Icon Cinema. And we are looking for 100 people. 100. That's not that many people.
That's really not.
100 people to come out to Icon Cinema. Not only are you going to get that T-shirt, you're going to walk away with 2 admissions to Icon Cinema and a free large popcorn. They've thrown that in.
I was about to say, there's the word "free" is on these flyers
all over.
So much.
Yes, we really just want folks to understand how important it is to come out and donate. So we want to entice you with some other goodies, outside of the fact that you're going to save lives. We're going to feed you and clothe you as well.
Exactly.
When you come and donate blood, and of course you'll get the Chick-fil-A coupon as well, and then you'll also get an entry in to win that beautiful ring on your finger right there. Don't forget about that ring.
It's not on my finger.
Well, it's gone. Where did it go? Yeah. So that's Tuesday. And then also on Wednesday, we're going to be at First Community Federal Credit Union on Wildwood over there. Thursday and Friday, we're at Shannon Medical Center from 9 to 6 on Thursday, 6:30, and then 7:30 to 3:30 on Friday.
Wow.
We're in a new location. We're in the Harris Clinic. That's a new doctor's clinic that they've built. It's at the end of the ER parking lot up on the 4th floor.
Okay.
And there you also get, this is also the HEB Give a Pint, Get a Turkey blood drive as well. So you get all the other things. You're going to walk out with a voucher for a free turkey courtesy of HEB. You'll also get 2 movie passes there as well, and a lot of other great things, and the T-shirt as well. So can you tell we really want you folks to step up and come donate?
It's so easy. Like it really is one of the easiest ways to help people and to give back to your community. You just sit there with a thing in your arm for like 30 minutes.
Right.
If that, the whole process takes about 30 minutes.
Exactly. For those of you who have a busy schedule, which most people do, it's also a way, it's kind of a way to be able to relax, in a funny kind of way, because you do, you can still text and you can still email, by the way, when you donate blood, but
Just tell your boss you're working from a different location.
That's right. It works.
Yeah.
Right? You are working from a different location. You're still doing your work. But come and, chill and relax. And what I always like to tell people, when Black Friday comes along, I said, man, if you don't want to go shop, come donate blood.
Yeah.
Hang with us. You're doing something wonderful and you're not out there
and you're not shopping.
And you're not shopping. So it's so easy. And like I said, you only have to be at least 16 years old.
Yeah.
And do you know, Sonora, we had, and there is no age cap, by the way.
Oh.
If you can pass all of the, the vitals that we do and the mini physical and answer all the questions and everything looks good. We had a gentleman at the ripe young age of 92 donate for the first time in Mason a few years ago. It was awesome.
My goodness.
He was tickled.
92 years old.
And he did great. So,
So if he can do it, y'all can do it.
Exactly. And you know what? Speaking of that, I also want to point out that, of course, we all know and love Miss Fox, SAPD. And she always says she's about the height of a fifth grader. But she is. Yeah, she's an amazing woman. I just so respect her. But she is a blood donor as well. And she says, if I can do it, you can definitely do it. So, put a lot of those myths away. There's a lot of myths too, Sonora, about why people feel like or think they can't donate. Like, I have high blood pressure, I can't donate. Well, that's simply not the case.
Yeah.
You can still donate if you have high blood pressure and take medication. We're going to check your blood pressure. It needs to be within certain parameters. If it is, you're good to go. You can have high cholesterol, take medication, you can donate. Tattoos, this is really important as well.
Yeah.
Because they used to be a deferral. They're no longer a deferral. Wow. As long as the tattoo was done in a state-certified tattoo parlor in the state of Texas, and there's about 25 other states, you're good to go.
Wow.
So I can tell you 99% of the time, if you think you can't donate, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You can.
You probably can.
Yeah, and you know what? You can even have diabetes and take insulin, and you can still donate. So, the caveat with that is it can't be bovine-derived insulin. But I mean, and the biggest reason I think people don't donate to actually is fear. Yeah. Fear of the unknown and not knowing what to expect. But I can tell you, I've been doing this for almost 15 years now, and people will come to me, I'm afraid, and I will talk to them and help them understand what the process is. And 9 times out of 10, they come back to me after that donation. They have a big grin on their face, and they're like, I don't know what I was so afraid of. Yeah. This is nothing. And I feel bad that I've waited this long. So don't wait that long.
Yeah, don't wait.
Now's
don't wait.
the
There
time.
are so many options for you. The blood drives, like the mobile centers, you've got your location, your main location. So many options and times and days and available appointments.
Exactly. So there really is no reason for you not to make the choice to donate blood. Fear, let's take that away. And the other one is the second reason people give for not wanting to donate is because they've never been asked. So I'm asking each and every one of you to donate blood.
She's asking you personally.
I'm coming to your house after this.
Yeah, you're going to hear it.
Yeah, knock, knock, knock.
Hello, this is Linda Grace.
Please donate blood. Yes. I mean, it is that, because you never know who's going to need it.
You never know.
And
you never know.
Change.
It could be your family member,
yes.
it could be.
Things change in a heartbeat. And, it's really important to have an adequate supply of blood on hand, not only for our community, but to help other communities if it is needed. Yeah. Here's the thing, with the shooting that happened in El Paso, that is part of our service area, where we would normally, on a normal day, we would ship about 80 units of blood and its products. That day when that shooting happened, we shipped 367 units of blood and its products. Think about that. That's almost 5 times as much.
Wow.
And one of the patients needed over 100 units of blood and its products. When you consider the fact that we have 10 to 12 units, that was 10 times as much blood as that person normally would have in their body. Here's the important part of all of that, is that if you came in today to donate blood because you heard of a friend needed blood or something, it's too late to help that person because your blood is held in quarantine for 2 to 3 days because of the extensive testing we do for West Nile virus, AIDS, hepatitis C, a lot of things like that, Chagas bug as well. So it's really important that people come in every day so that blood supply is constantly replenished. constantly replenished. So
Wow.
that help you understand. It's a the blood supply is very precarious because
Yeah.
we talked about, you've got the shelf life that we're constantly juggling. You know, we're coming into holidays, and let me tell you folks, this is when most shortages happen, and they do happen. And we're actually going into this right now in an urgent needs status right now with our blood supply. So that means we're not where we need to be at all. And it's not about us, it's about saving lives of patients in the hospital.
I was about to say, the impact that someone can have in 30 minutes, just go do it 30 minutes, your impact can continue and go on and go on.
It can mean a lifetime to that
Yeah.
it will mean a lifetime to that person receiving that blood.
Yeah.
It absolutely will. And you know, my mother wouldn't be here today had it not been for 2 blood donors who helped her not only fight but to win her battle against stage 4 colon cancer. And we're talking, that was 16 years ago. She's still here today.
I was about to say, you can tell you're so passionate about this, and you have a reason to be passionate about this because it hit close to home.
Hit very close to home.
Yeah.
And so I'm very grateful. And my mother just turned 88, and she's still going and blowing.
Happy birthday.
Yes, that's right. Happy birthday, Mom. But and I always say, whose mother's life are you going to save when you donate blood?
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
You never
Even
know.
premature babies sometimes need blood, and they only have 2 tablespoons of blood.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah.
All blood types are needed. All blood types are welcome. Roll up your sleeve. It's a very simple thing to do.
It is. So
Very
simple, such a huge impact.
Huge impact. This is a very giving community. Now's the time to donate blood.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Linda, thank you so much. You have given us so much information, so many great stories, so many just stories of how we can make an impact. So I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you all and what you do. And, my goal in life is just to help people understand, to educate people how important it is to donate blood. If you've never done it before, now's the time to push past your fear or anything else you might have and do that.
Yeah.
If you want to call us at our main center. I will walk you through what you can expect, and anybody there will. Yeah. But a lot of us have been there for years as well, so we know what we're doing. We're really good at what we do, and we take care of our donors because we know they've taken time out of their busy schedule, just as you have done, to donate blood. Yeah. And so we're very grateful for that.
Well, we are grateful for you. Thank you so much for coming by. I sure appreciate
this has been fun.
All the fun flyers. We're going to, again, have all this information out on our website, ConchoValleyHomepage.com. So thank you again so much, and we'll see you probably at one of these drives.
I hope so. Thank you.
Awesome. And thank you all for joining us this morning for CVHP News. Don't forget to follow us on social media and download our free app. It's free. All you got to do is search Concho Valley Homepage in your app store. And hey, that's all for right now. That's all for this week. But we're going to see you right back here on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Donate blood.